girls. Tanya.
Hi, Shradha.
Yes, tell me about how do you pronounce?
It's EXO girls.
EXO, okay. So I was right.
EXO
EXO.
inspired from how we write hugs and kisses on greeting cards. EXO, our tagline is "Love your curls," and that's where the EXO comes from.
Oh, it's a name that definitely stands out. So tell us the EXO girl story.
Thank you, firstly, so much for having me on this wonderful show. The EXO journey began with the creation of this comb. This is our flagship product. It's a shower detangling comb. And I came up with it. It's a patented design. I came up with it because of, well, my own hair difficulties. I was teased through school and called names like, oh, Sai Baba, because I had hair that looked like that. And in those days, there were hardly any products. There was very limited knowledge. Most of the time, if you went to a hair professional, a salon, and said, oh, this is my hair, they would just say, oh, just straighten it. There was nothing else we could do.
Yes.
And as I, would try to brush it, it just got into a bigger bush. And I had a very difficult early years with my hair. I, of course, straightened it and did all of that, trying to make it look good. And it was only recently that I discovered something called the curly girl method and realized with some few simple steps, if you will, that hair needn't look like that. It can look naturally lovely. And although this look, I would say, is not for everybody, and my father still says to me at every chance he gets, why don't you brush your hair? It'll go back to being a bush. That is why I don't brush my hair. Instead, I use all specific products for it, which were really hard to get in India until recently. And that was one of the biggest inspirations for me as to why I should create products like this. So after the comb, recently launched the curl therapy line of products, in which we have shampoo, conditioner, leave-in conditioner, hair gel, everything especially made for Indian wavy or curly hair. Now, there's a lot of ignorance around hair types, and most people will just say, oh, my hair is bad, it's frizzy, not realizing that you're just not looking after it right. So that's what led to EXO curls.
Tanya, सबसे पहले very, very big congratulations, क्योंकि I have also experienced this, and I'm sure many people. Why should the definition of amazing hair be straight hair? Because, curls can be, if I may say so, sexy, cool, confident, you, authentic, and everything, and you're making that happen. Because one has to, I can understand, because I've gone through the same thing that my mother always said, you're so unkempt, and up to I have to just figure out this. So I am such a rooter for what you're building, and I'm sure so many people out there, right? Because there's nothing that, at least I have not tracked every shampoo. Also, if you see, they'll say, "Ha, usko wo soft kar do or straight kar do." Doesn't leave your curl.
Shiny, straight. These are the things that people sort of advocate as the only measure for what is beautiful hair. So I think it's about time that changes, and we embrace what is naturally our, God-given hair, how it's meant to be. Just look after it properly and enjoy how it looks.
So now I'm also a big fan of EXO curls, and I'm going to try your product. But tell me, where can we find it, and how are you scaling it? What's your go-to market? How are you building the business?
So right now we're available on all marketplaces, your Amazon, Nykaa, Myntra, Flipkart, all the marketplaces, as well as the brand website. We are looking to expand also to salons and stores. I want to have more touch points because, like I mentioned earlier, one of the very big problems is just ignorance. It's not like people will come and say, oh, I need a curly hair product, but I don't know which one to choose. It starts a step before that, where people just realize that they have difficult hair and they don't even know what to do. So I want to be able to communicate more directly, with customers, and just be able to say that you just need to do this. Sometimes it's as simple as just stop combing or brushing your hair when it's dry, and your hair will look so much better. So while we are available in all of these channels, primarily marketplace, like I said, and our own brand website, I do want to get closer to the consumers somehow. And these are some points that we're working towards, including in where all we're available.
Yeah, maybe, just some influencer or campaign, or where you talk to everyone, like who has curly hair, like embracing your curls.
Now, we work with quite a few people, primarily on Instagram, who create content and are spreading awareness about how to look after their hair. We send them products to try, we incorporate their feedback. In fact, when I was developing this entire range, we were very blessed to have a lot of influencers specific to the curly space who actually tried the product and got back with feedback saying, this doesn't lather enough, or this is not making my hair soft enough, so that we could incorporate their feedback and actually now launch really well tested great products that are getting fantastic reviews. And I'm very proud and very relieved, because I was deathly afraid of not getting it right.
But I'm so happy that you have Exo Curls, and we have in India Exo Curls, and I would request everyone to please check out and spread it in your family circle. किसी ना किसी के पास तो curly बाल होंगे. Last, Tanya, before I let you go, is there anything that you would like to tell us, share with everyone who's listening to you today?
The gentleman who spoke with just before, what he said really resonated with me, that running a startup can sometimes be really lonely, especially when you're just starting out and you don't have a large enough team, and you're trying to do everything yourself. It can be quite daunting. Lucky for us, we're incubated at IIMB's NSR cell, so there is some amount of guidance and peer support that I'm getting. That's a great thing. But I'm really, really looking forward to just getting the word out there that we exist. And if you have wavy or curly or dry frizzy hair, then we're the perfect brand for you, because not only do we have tools, we've also got the entire line of cosmetics. I see Exo Curls as being the go-to brand for anybody with this hair type. They shouldn't have to search for tools somewhere, cosmetics somewhere else. I want Exo Curls to be able to provide it all. And while we have most things now, the next we're going to be launching is more specific. Some people have fine hair, some people have coarser hair. I want to have specific ranges for each thing. And the beauty and personal care industry is globally about $500 billion. And there's so much potential. There's so much more we can create. We're already available in the US, Canada, Saudi, Dubai, a bunch of other countries, the comb sells in. And we're going to be launching more and adding more places. So yeah, it's an exciting time, and I just need to get the word out there more about us.
I have to call out, now that you're saying that you're selling across the world in different countries, that when it comes to this space particularly, we've celebrated a lot of what comes from the West. Be it in cosmetic or shampoo, in anything like personal care, and you creating something which is going outside, we need to celebrate and we need to congratulate you. And Exo Curls, I really hope that it goes on to become the product which everyone who has some curly hair, जो भी है उसको एकदम cool बनाने के लिए ये रहे. So all the very best, and we'll check it out. Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. All the best, Tanya.
Thank you.
Okay, last entrepreneurs for today.